Oh, yes, finally. The season 2 final of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, an episode that really threw everything at us. Through its emotions, some dark elevations, and even little bit nostalgia, it's clear that the writers wanted to pull out of stops and pushing Daryl, Carol, and the other survivors their breaking points. And honestly, this finally gave us a lot of the unpack. So let's break it all down. Starting with the atmosphere of the season, it's been of the shows with best assets. The France as the setting has been haunting, beautiful, and distinctly old world in a way that others walking that locations felt. Abandoned French villages, overgrown the cultural leaders, and directly to the art museums and the backdrop felt like characters, almost as if the ghostly end of history were watching these characters struggle and against on that. The French, with its rich culture and architecture, and brought the hunting vibe that made every skin the visually gripping. It's as if there were the scene Doyle and his friends walk truck in their lives and the place that not just decided from the apocalypse, and but from centuries of the history. For long-time fans, this fresh setting has been a beloved movie and breathing new life into the franchise that known is the desolate American landscape. And now the lighting safe to say that we have watching him the ground the ways that tone is known of as the soul coming. And the season finale really pushes him to new emotional to death. Daryl's decision to stay behind, making sure his friend escaped the safety, feel like the fitting culmination of this character journey so far. He's not the lone wolf we meet at the beginning of The Walking Dead. Now he's the leader and more importantly, and protector. And when Carl decided to stay behind with him, it's this emotional callback there, the shared story. For those of us who has been following the signs of the beginning, the seeing Daryl and Carl side by side and really the face and uncounted together feel like the best kind of closure and the hopeful promise to what's to come. And let's talk about the Carol journey here. Carol, this character has always been complex, but this season took her another level. And when she decides with Ash about her intention, and another the testament will diligently to make the difficult choice. The Carol vision of Sophia, her daughter who died in the back in the season 2 of the main the series was one of the most heartbreaking the moments of this episode. It's reminded it's just how much she's lost along the way and how those in losing and still haunting her. This sequence the shows are ultimately her constant inner battles and the pains that she's been carrying. The Carol has been dragging the Helen back and seemed to comfort her inner demons like as reminded us why she is one of the most layered and licensed characters of the franchise. And now on to the new characters this season. One character was stood out was Ash. He is a character that could have easily been the one-dimensional. Just another survivors with a tragic backstory, but his art and the brock and the moral the counterpoints to the real more action, the originally the nature. Ash is the diligently lie and steal the chat and protect his son, making someone the viewers called sympathize and with evidence that didn't fully trust him. And when he ultimately forgives the girl for her deception, it speaks his own grudge as a father and praises his son's safety the over personal the vengeance. While some might have expected him to have the more dramatic reaction, he's quickly the quiet and the excitedly felt in some ways a truer to nature of the world where the survival demands you move past your Graham slid quickly. One of the most visually stunning scenes that has to be the ghost hospital, the side of the walkers, the patients who were done once under the psychiatrically care. Now doomed to an anciently or wondering was gently the chilling is the smaller details, the stories we only see throughout the scenery that makes the walking down feel so hauntingly complex. You can imagine the stories behind the where's the wheel in the building, and every up on the side, and every walker distance sublet knots and passing out layers the world almost as if the walkers reminders of the people the ones were long before everything the crumpled and the lighting with shadow leading the corridors and the mud colors capturing that eerie suspenseful and perfectly. And let's not forget Caron, the surprised fan favorite. His great his determination and unwavering loyalty to his friend. It's what makes the character stand out. Alan, after losing arm, Kato very unstable, and his skins is the final, the very intense in the fight scene, where is the throws himself at the walkers, one armed, and the shows and just how much the hero willing a sacrifice. He's become the little bit of a tragic hero, and I think a lot of fans invested the scene where the hell and they left in the fate in the ambiguous. And if season 3 picks up with him still around, he'll recapture the watcher for sure. Now let's dive into the acknowledges side of the things. Jenny 2 wasn't exactly the most memorable villain in the story series. She had making the theaters but her story the arc was rushed and didn't have the payoff that could have had. After Jane belongs the dramatic and the exit, Jane too felt like on the plaque holder and her defied coming so quickly after the interaction only actually didn't care the sound impact and the sound after other. The showdown is the we'll see. The choice might have been intentional, cracked as her death and allowed her the much screen depth for of the followed all season. But it still feel like a little bit of a missed opportunity for a strong villain. But whereas the Gen 2 felt sharp, we got an unaccepted hero moments with Anna's sacrifice. Anna wouldn't mean being a complex character with her own shared flaws. Choice to give her life for a kid in the safety was a powerful moment to capturing ongoing themes the redemption that had been cheating detracted the Walking Dead franchise. Her sacrifice wasn't just about survival, it was about doing something bigger than herself. And that's a message that hits the heart. Even in a world where the people have to make brutal choices every day. And there's also a pivotal moment is the approach, the mysterious, and this part that has such a surreal almost otherworldly quickly to it, and luminously below the plants and against the backdrop of the pitch black in the forest. You feel almost dreamlike, like something you see in the fantastic film rather than a post-apocalyptic horror show. The sight of the soldiers who had lost their minds of the toxic gas was haunting, and this moment that show just how creative the series can be in the deception, the horror beyond the walkers. And let's not ignore that big twist that was revealed with towards the end, the possibility that England survived the outbreak. This revelation adds a massive twist to the Walking Dead lore. They thought they entered the centuries they could have survived relating to while others the field. And through this is so many possibilities, it hints in the Daryl and others that might finally meet people who have had a totally different experience of the apocalypse, and perhaps even some the semblance of strictly society. It's a sentimentalizing tease. And if they follow up in the season 3, it could be a game changer for the entire franchise. The final left us in many questions as answers, especially regarding what lies behind the Daryl and the Carol. And their journey doesn't end here, but is that clearly change is behind will only get harder. Will they in the find place, or there's the destined to keep the wandering, looking the hope and a world and refuses to give any. So there you have it, a season final, the while not flawless. What was packed with unforgettable the moments. Animation and the wild lot often set up to feature the adventures. Season 2 has taken the Walking Dead from that added a well new dimension, landing horror with a deeper exploration of human relations. And here's the hoping season 3 give us the even more surprises and maybe a wee answers. Thanks for listening and stay tuned. More deep dives into the undead universe.